video, we're going to be replacing the radiator with this brand new one I got on eBay. In the previous video, we took apart as much crash stuff as we could, and then we brought it to the shop, we bent back the frame to where it's supposed to be. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button as we really appreciate it. Make sure you like and enjoy the video. My name is Ethan, and welcome to Car Creations. In the crash, it got a dent right in the middle here, and the whole thing got just completely scratched up. I could probably keep it, but let's replace it. Alright, so first of all, there's just two connectors on this side, T27, and we're just going to take them off. And let's take her out. Look at that, it's already coming out. A lot easier than I thought it would be. Okay, one screw out. Okay, we're going to gently try to hammer this up a little bit. So we're going to carefully bend this up. Nice. That worked. Now the hard part will be separating these two. We need a little bit harsh love. So I got a screwdriver. We're just gonna do a little bit of tapping here. Okay, so from the accident, they are on tight. And then also what I noticed is that there is a slight coolant leak back here. So we might have to take this all off anyway. So what I'm gonna do is bring it to a shop that I know a little bit more about the cooling area than I do. And what we're going to do is fix the coolant leak, and we're also going to fix the front radiator while we're with them. And I'll see you guys all in a minute. Alright, time to fix the radiator, and you find us parked here at Dodge of all places to get that done. And we drove here, we're going to unload the car, and we'll start working on her. Not starting. Start! Huh, sounds like you do know what you're doing. Questionable. Oh look, it's driving on the road. Another Mini! We can steal parts from that one. Look at this.
Recover just pulls all of it out into the tank right here.
It's green.
Yes, that's the color of like the Freon dye that you use for leak detection.
So this is super easy. Put the two in. The tool we did not have at home. Else you have to let all the Freon into the atmosphere. So we took the car to the shop, and once we got there, we noticed that the radiator was empty. So we filled it back up, and immediately, as soon as we put pressure on it, it was gushing to the bottom of the radiator. Yes, there is a leak, apparently.
It's just dumping out of this corner.
You ready? Here we go, take her out. Anything look broken on this bit?
Fan shroud looks okay, fan looks good. Motor doesn't look burnt or anything.
Now, after a rather disappointing call to Mini, no one had it. So we had to order it, and because of the events currently happening, it took 3 weeks to get a radiator. But it is finally here, so hopefully we can make some headway. So what I'm going to try to do is put the radiator back onto the fan. My friend there, who happens to be a technician, to take it off. So I didn't have a close look of how he took it off. So if I can't figure this out, I'm gonna have to get him to help me. So hopefully we can get that back in, as well as hopefully we can get the aircon condenser back in as well. We won't be able to charge it though, because we don't have equipment for that, so we might have to take it back to the shop to get it charged. Hopefully we can get these two things in so that we can start putting the front back together again.
See how this side the metal is all clipped on nicely, and then this side the metal has bent right here. So yeah, my pressure tester did this job. Come on, put some back in.
Here comes. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Look at, I can give it a boost.
Do you want to do an oil change on while we have it here?
Hey, we could. What we did do while we were at the shop was get the intercooler on. We had gotten most of the stuff out of the way. We took out some of the braces from the top to bottom on either side. So we got most of the stuff out of the way so that we were able to then go through and get this intercooler on. And it's black and it looks super cool. I'm actually super excited about this. This is gonna be really cool. It'll give us upgrade options in the future.
Are you sure this fits? Dude, it's like 100 pounds of plastic. Brakes, weak.
There you go.
Rev.
Look at this. And right in. Without even skipping a beat. And I got this because it was black. Purposely because it was black. Forget putting the rest of it in. This is good enough for everything.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Just route all the fluid through there. We're good.
All the coolant, all the trans fluid, oil.
More boost?
That's because even with the tune, if you put on a dyno, the higher RPMs, higher up, it will dip down because of cooling. Technically, it's good enough that I could do a turbo upgrade. Looks good too. Here she comes. Nice.
Barely.
Rarely do you take an oil filter off and have it go smoothly.
What I did while I was keeping it here, I put on some rags, as you can see here. And thankfully we're in a trailer because it is super rainy out here. Look at this. Terrible weather, which is absolutely glorious. Not. Okay, so let's get this unpacked and see what it looks like. See if we can get it connected to the fan. I put the fan in the back of the car, so that means I have to connect the battery to get it out. Alright, so I have them laid out, and now I have to try to figure out how to put them together. Kind of cool that this is black, but it's also interesting that someone must have touched it when it was getting painted black. There's a screws up here that I think can go into it, but I think I'm pretty safe if I put those in. So here are the bag of screws that we got from the car. Some of them are broken too, so that's fun. Aha, that's where this goes. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to lower it into the car. Wish me luck. All right. Slow and gentle is the way. Look at that. I love the black there. I can barely even see what's happening in so much black. First thing we're gonna do is put the screws in just to hold the bottom in place. Ran into another issue with this intercooler. It's made out of metal, so it's a bit thicker. So the original screws like this won't go in. They're not long enough. So what I had to do was use one of these longer ones I used for putting on the side braces there. So we'll just have to get, thankfully I have extras of these because I bought brand new ones, but that's just something to be aware of if you're gonna get this intercooler. That little piece down there, it was too thick. So I had to sand away at it until it fit. Got it all on nicely. It looks spectacular. I looked in pictures of my old one and that's far down as it needs to go, so that's good. I did have to use the longer screws though, so it was just a few threads out of reach. So I used the longer screws. I don't think it's gonna cause any problems. Our next thing that we're gonna do is try to connect some of these hoses back up, which I'm a little bit anxious about because I don't want it suddenly blowing a hose when I fill it up and losing all the coolant all into the car. So hopefully we can do somewhat of a good job here. We have to hook up this one right down here, and then there's two right here. There's a bigger one right here and a one right here. Now these two have these little pins that you can use. I don't see the one that went on this one, so you're gonna have to try to find where that one went, or if they even had one to begin with. All right, so we got the two on the right side done. Technically on the car they call it the left side, but so we did that one right there and that one there. Super easy to put on, not like trying to take it off. This one down there is I couldn't find where the connector was, but it turns out it just slid up a little bit. So we're gonna put this one on, and then we should have all the hoses connected. All right, that's on now. Now I need to make sure that I don't have any other things I'm missing here. One more little clip here. So I should probably find where that comes from. Oh, nice. Slice down. There we go. We have the radiators in down here. Looking amazing, all plugged in. All we have to do now is fill it up. I want to do that properly, so I will take it to the shop to do that. Look at the sunset. Absolutely stunning. All right, that's the video. We hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment. We appreciate it. But most of all, please give a like and subscribe for plenty more content to come. And this gorgeous sunset. Look at that.
I think this is just like packing. That's funny.
You ever trouble getting it out of the box at home?
I'm being careful. It's not
Oh,
mine.
metal attachment points? Look at that. Better than the plastic ones?
Oh, yeah.
Upgrade, baby.